Welcome aboard the Starship Agentic. I'm Captain David. We are joined here with Ambassador Lyra and our translator, Royal Translator Navalis. And as always,
Science Officer Travis.
and we're here, we actually are a surprise inspection from the ambassador herself and Royal Translator to get a status update on the Admiral Scott's project.
All right, Captain. Let me switch over to the code.
Yes, please. Let's go ahead and dive right in.
Okay, here's what the Science and Engineering Department has prepared for you. We have a set of code that I think meet your specs. There are a few rough edges. What can I walk you through?
So let's just do a project overview to get the ambassador caught up.
Okay, let's take you through it. So we have a YPO networking. In this case, we have 100 members. It's just pretend data. So we have members and their spouses. There's more likely to be more members than possibly spouses that sign up. They can sign up independently. If they hit this networking page here, this landing page, then they're able to fill out their information and get started. So either a spouse or a member could come here and fill out their information. And at that point, they would be entered into this database. And this database, the idea is we're going to match these people up randomly with some preference for industry. Any comments on that, Captain?
No, ambassador,
Me.
translator.
Spouse? When do we speak of the spouse?
So the spouses are, so let's say David's a member and I'm his spouse. So he's going to all the events. He registers, right? And then he says, hey, why don't you register? Because,
You're addressing my superior.
oh, sorry. So David would register, right? And optionally, I could register as well. So if David gets matched, David's going to get matched to another YPO member of either gender. If I get matched as a spouse, I'll get matched to someone else's spouse, but I'll be the same gender. That's the business rules for this particular.
Me.
You like to? Is that
She
good?
likes.
She likes. Okay. All right. So anyway, the matching also has one more rule. Once people have been matched, and next month we do another match, it's randomized so that we won't get the same matches again. So right now, if I scroll down, I believe we can see who are the matches, right? So you can see that, okay. Let's make sure men and women that are not spouses can, okay, so you see all these spouses, same gender getting matched up. I'm looking in this column, see if I can scroll down far enough. Okay, this is not all the data, so if I want to export this, we could take a look at it.
Fantastic.
All right, so, and that's what the export members is. So if I'm a coordinator and I need to look at that, I might need to look at all the members, and then if I need to see the matches for that month, I would look there.
Fantastic.
Also, if I need to invite someone, I'd put their email in here as an admin and send it out to them.
Me?
Yeah? What are your thoughts on that,
How
Ambassador?
would we send out an invitation? Could you run us through that process?
Yeah. So this is not hooked up live, but let's say I've got David was not a member. I could do that, and then I would send an invitation.
And then I would get that in my email, and then from there I'd go to the landing page and fill out the form.
And if I could, Ambassador, let me walk you through what a preview email would look like. So it would look something along the lines of this. Subject, YPO networking match, to whomever it was. You've been matched. Hi, great news. I think maybe we could improve this, maybe put a link of like, pass it on to another member or something like that. But it's all controllable in templates.
Love that.
Okay, let me go back. Oh, okay, let me get back into the system. Now, kind of interesting. Why? I thought. Oh,
What happened?
okay. I believe we had a moment where we hit the page but didn't refresh. But I had to hit refresh. So,
Me.
okay,
Okay.
okay. So,
Awesome. So
She'll
what-
allow it.
okay, great, great. So, and the one thing we haven't done is view the landing page and actually try to register.
So let's walk through that.
Okay,
So I just got the link to the email. I
Right.
click it. All of a sudden, I'm on this page.
right. And when this is
You are moving too fast for my master.
okay. Let me go a little bit slower. So the URL that you see here is just because this is a dev machine. When we publish this for your Admiral, it'll have a normal website address link that you could go to. And then I would need this reviewed in case you want the language changed, right?
Definitely.
The layout could be changed to any amount you want. It could be some information could be like brought to the top, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because this button's kind of important. So maybe we should have this button as a call to action up top.
Definitely.
And then maybe this admin access should just go away.
Yeah, I say we take that away and it's just
Yeah.
URL the admin.
Yeah.
needs.
So we'll do that change in just a moment for you. So when I start networking, I'm going to put in I don't know how to spell counselor. Okay. How do I spell? How do you spell name? Give me a name.
Nick.
Nick. Okay. Counselor Nick. So this would be something like Nick. Whatever Nick's galactic address is.
And this is what the spouses would do or the YPO members.
Yeah, and I think in just a moment it should ask us which we are. So ideal target market. I think wasn't this originally ideal match? Not necessarily.
Ideal customer / target market. I thought we removed that.
You like that? I think we should get a little feedback.
Ambassador, what are your thoughts?
Me. Make up your mind.
Okay, good point. Well, we'll send a report out for that. Let's go with this for now.
Sounds good.
Okay. Okay, whatever.
Me. Don't let it happen again.
You bet. So here's where the member type is. So this is whether we're YPO or spouse. So this is kind of important in the matching. And the gender is not so important on your member, but it's good to know.
Yep.
Let's see. Optional information.
So on the upcoming big three, click it.
Yep.
Weren't those supposed to be check boxes?
These are supposed to be multi-select checkboxes. I wonder if we can multi-select more than one. Nope. Okay. All right. And it wasn't quite critical because they can register for at most 2, and you're always going to know the next one you got coming up.
Yep.
So it's functional. Other upcoming, okay. So facilitator, and so these are all the,
Me. Explain.
okay. These are the optional pieces of information. We actually don't use these in the matching yet. So we have upcoming business rules that if you are a YPO facilitator and we do the matching, if Admiral Scott says this is important and gives us the business rules that we can make sense of, we'll be able to use this field to match people closer to what they want.
Yep. Yeah, and again, it's optional at the moment. It's really mostly for YPO members, not necessarily spouses.
Okay. And then we're going to try to put this person, important, prefer industry connections.
Perfect.
And let's try to make an industry, let me try to make an industry that would make sense and see if this person gets
So-
matched with that.
Definitely.
So what types of industries? Okay, education. All right, I'll do
Other
energy.
spouse.
What's that?
Okay.
These, I
Would it
mean,
matter since it's spouse?
these are just examples of the spouse.
Okay.
We have so many records, I can't get all the way down to the
Got it.
non-spouses, but I can see what it picked. Media, transportation, energy.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna type energy. So we have the same, I opened 2 tabs. Okay. And so where is my industry?
Right there, second row.
Oh, okay, got it. Energy. Okay. Is this too fast?
Me. Speed up.
Speed up. Okay. So now I will complete my registration. Oh, wait. Registration successful.
Awesome. So we got the
So
notification.
Nick should be in here. And now we have,
101.
yep, 101 members. And let's look at the unmatched list. So look at that. Nick is not matched. And Nick's an oddball until,
Me. How
Okay.
long would it typically take for someone to get a match?
that's a great question.
So the matching actually works. It would be determined by the admin, and right now we're looking at a match would happen either at the beginning of the month or the end of the month. And the rule to matching is you'll never get matched with the same person twice, and it happens once a month.
I do have one more rule. When we go to reset this and pretend that it's the next month, then if we have an oddball out, they'll be matched with, there'll be a trio. So take a match and we'll put Nick in somewhere.
Me. Thruple?
A throuple. Nice. So let's see if that happens.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and reset the matches as if it's the new month.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have yet to try to match an odd number. Okay.
So it says 61 YPO members, 50 matches.
Okay. So apparently our thruple type of technology is not working. Like Richard Garcia should have been the remaining one added to someone.
All right. So what do we want to tackle for first? We have the thruple. We have the taking the admin button off the landing page.
I want to examine, Captain, whether
Me. How long might these processes be?
these processes are fairly instantaneous on the match.
Yeah. We actually just saw live matching. So
Yeah.
It takes like half a second.
So with that button, if you notice, if we take a look at this, we can see that 100 are matched and one's left over. And the person that was not
Me. Efficient.
nice, appreciate that. So Richard Garcia is different than Nick. Nick was left out last time, so this time it's Richard Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to leave anyone out, but that's the way it's working. Let's go take a look at these matches. I'm going to try to open this in. I don't know what I can open this in. One moment.
There you go.
Oh,
Notes.
very cool. Okay, let's look for Nick. I want to see if he's matched to someone in the energy industry.
Yeah. Right there. Counselor Nick. Line 28.
Okay, so who is he matched with?
Number
So,
1.
Let's see, member ID. So he's found twice. One moment. So match
Scroll to the
ID,
side.
maybe I can select this match ID here and search for it.
Aren't there more columns here?
Are there? Let's find out. Okay.
Because that's a unique ID for the row. If you scroll to the side.
Oh wait, I accidentally, give me a moment. I've never worked with this data.
Me. Me.
Okay.
What are these numbers and letters?
Go ahead,
That's the
Captain.
unique identifier. So every row gets a unique identifier. So what that allows is we're able to identify that single match. If we're looking for, in our case, just one match, which is Nick, and we can see it match with Christopher Garcia. It looks like the entire data set. You look at the columns, member 1, member 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even set up to do member 3.
You're right. Okay. Well, why don't we try the? What's your advice, Captain? Here's where we're at. What do you want to tackle first?
So, Captain, I say the core functionality is let's get the thruple matching working,
Okay.
and then we'll work on the cosmetics. So let's dive into the code and get the Claude droid up.
Do you concur, Ambassador?
Me. Confirm.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get over to that. Okay. So first things first. Let's see if I've got.
On screen.
Thank you. Let's see if I've got an active Claude. Okay, excellent. Let's see what I was in the middle of here.
So right now, Ambassador, what we're looking at, you can continue, I'll explain what's happening,
Yep.
is our interface to speak to our droid, our Claude droid. This is an AI life form that helps us actually work on our code
You mean
base.
AI?
Artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence, in this case, is in the form of an LLM, specialized in doing code edits for the particular coding language we're in.
Okay.
What's it looking like, officer?
I think I'm just going to get a fresh view on where we're at.
And are we still in behave,
We are in,
doing BDD?
let me find that out for you.
It looks like there's a behave sometime. Oh, there's the features.
Yes, this is a behavioral driven design project.
Awesome. So, Ambassador, behavioral driven design is based on, if we don't pull up a feature.
I'll pull up.
Oh, so a feature, admin batch matching. The feature is, as an ambassador, I want to run batch matching for registered members so that compatible members can connect. Within that feature, there's different scenarios. So the scenarios are, for example, run batch matching with automatic preferences considered. So then it'll go through based on the conditions given there are registered members ready to match and another condition. Some members are indicated industry matching preferences when the user, I initiate batch matching. Then, once I, the user, have done something, then the application matches are generated in respecting user preferences and the other conditions. So that's the actual logic behind that particular scenario.
So
You
to,
mean
so to give you,
efficient.
oh, thank you. So to give you one example, I just ran a report. No trio logic exists. So we want to get this trio logic into sentences in here, and then we want to get it into the code. So I am going to, okay.
So now we're going to tell the droid to add that scenario.
I'm gonna ask, is the trio feature and scenario written? I'm gonna start there.
Yeah. So right now we're checking whether that scenario is there, and if it's not, we're going to write it.
Because handle odd number of members. 2 pairs of creator, the 5th member is added to 1 pair, creating a trio. It looks like it's here. Okay. So the scenarios are written, but the actual matching logic doesn't work. So Captain, I want to run a test. I want to know how did it get this far in the code and see if that test passed or not.
Have we run behave?
Let's run behave.
So behave, what it does is it's going to test all these scenarios and tell us if all the scenarios pass in the code. So in our case, we're going to see if it says it's all working or if it says it doesn't. Since we know Trio is working, what we want is it not all to work. And then it
I
looks
see.
like
I
5
see.
feature failed.
This is probably where I left off. We do have some scenarios that are failing. So
Mhm.
let's find out if the handle odd number of members is failing.
Which, if we scroll up, we'd be able to see.
Right here. This says failing scenarios. This makes sense. The odd number joins the existing pair. That is failing. That's where I left off with the code.
So this is a joyous time, Ambassador, and the Royal Translator. So we are about to warp. Are you right, Science Officer? Do you concur?
Oh, I concur. I think we should explain what warp is, though.
I was just about to. Do you do the honors?
I think you're better at it.
So warping is where we have the droid code automatically for us. So when that happens, the ship takes off. So it's going to be turbulence. If you're going to start rocking and shaking.
Actually,
whatever
Captain,
we
we
want.
fixed the turbulence. We have a pretty smooth ride.
Oh, we do?
We do.
This is fantastic, Ambassador. We fixed it, luckily, in preparation for you guys being here.
I didn't want our honored guest to experience the turbulence.
Much obliged.
So, how does the ship know where to go? The ship knows where to go based on these words here on the screen. Basically, I say handle number of members. This is what's supposed to happen. It knows it's failing. The ship autocorrects. Let's go for it. Let's see if we can get that one, like, laser focus on that.
Can you BDD warp with intention / BDD warp and then put the feature that's failing for it to fix?
I think we're saying the same thing. You want to focus on this one,
The thruple.
the thruple. That's a fancy word.
Thank you, Royal Translator.
Right now is
It was my master.
that is an
Thank you,
exciting
Ambassador.
word.
Apologies.
Okay, so
She says, don't let it happen again.
Understood.
well, let's make it not happen again. So let's run BDD. The BDD tests. Oops. 4. And get the results. So I need to let the droid know. I need to let it go into the droid's mind that this is a problem, Captain.
Understood.
Then we can flip on the warp.
So right now we're allowing the droid to know what we know by telling it where to look.
Yep.
Now what's cool about BDD warp is it would have seen that it was broken, but it would have seen everything else is broken, so it wouldn't have necessarily focused on what we wanted to.
Yep.
So now we're purposely having it focus on this one piece.
Yep. We're going to laser in. Okay. So let's see what it had to say. Let's make sure it's ready. This is basically saying it's failing. Here's what's happening. So it realizes what we are looking at. It's changing its navigation, and it says if we fix the data issue. It doesn't quite understand. We currently have 61 members. So make sure when you run this that your seeding data also has an odd number. So, Captain, we're still in planning mode. Engines are warming up. We have not hit the gas yet.
Understood.
So what I'm trying to do is make sure that when the droid runs, it has test data that looks like our test data. It's been running with an even number of members. I want to make sure If I have 61, it has 61.
Yeah.
Looks like it does. Okay. Warp engine has warmed up and commenced.
Fantastic.
So, oh, I see. Sorry, the plan is. Okay. Now it's commenced. So, I hear your region of space has some very nice specialty foods.
Me. Pickled duck.
Pickled duck. Ah,
That sounds delightful.
that does sound delightful. I'm actually kind of hungry. We're gonna have to go to the replicator after this.
For sure. Should we
Me.
replicate?
Replicator?
Yeah, you basically ask for what you want, and it comes out. So if you can think it clearly enough, it comes right out. We can have a delicious meal.
Me. Affirmative.
Affirmative.
Affirmative. So do we want to let this work and
Uh,
come back to it, or
no. I want to stick with it.
okay?
I'm just getting hungry for pickled duck now.
I know pickled duck
Me.
sounds delightful.
Right.
So basically, as we work, we're going to meet checkpoints. We'll be hitting certain planets, certain moons, certain waypoints. And you can see this to-do list is essentially our navigation path to getting through this problem. And when it's done, we
Me?
can go try
Would
it
you
again.
consider this a tedious prospect?
Do we consider it tedious?
I personally love this part.
Well, I would say back in time, having to write everything that you see up in the green would have been the tedious part. And now it's doing so much work for me. This, to us captains, doesn't seem tedious. However, realistically, when you do this all day and fly the ship all day, it's still a lot of work.
Yes. Now we are a lot more efficient, and we're not actually necessarily writing the code every time, but we still have to understand it. We have to understand the logic, and we have to check it as well. So in that ways, it could be tedious, but compared to what it used to be, this is light years faster.
And it's kind of interesting. Right now, it's literally running the tests to try to prove that the code that it changed is up to speed. And this is part of the magic of the warp loop. Those tests get to be reran again and again to see, will that odd person be matched? Once it believes that it's completed, we have a fairly good chance of this code working out of the gate, and I'll be able to demonstrate, and then we'll conclude today's meeting.
Yeah. And the cool thing about warping is because we have that test in, and it goes, so it tests the code, then it runs it. If the test fails, it keeps working on it. It creates this self-healing aspect. So it will heal itself and try and match our logic that we set.
Me. The inevitable vortex of correction.
Exactly.
Good one, master.
Let's check in. It's made it through quite a bit of the checklist.
Interesting. It's going to update the email as well to take
I-
the trio.
Captain, I wouldn't even have thought of that.
You know, the one thing that I'd be interested to see if it works, the export. Because that export with the columns.
Excellent point, Captain. We will be able to test that in just a moment.
Yeah. It's funny, I forgot about the email too.
Actually, I already forgot about the data export. So hopefully it's catching all that. Right now, we still have a failing assertion. That's what's happening right there. The matching feature not working yet. Oh, this test is getting 401.
It's an authentication.
Okay, but it's going to figure it out.
See, on this one, I wonder, would a
Me.
mock,
I thought you said this was immediate.
Not immediate.
not immediate. It takes time. The AI, the droid Claude also has to think and kind of do its job.
We have not achieved quantum AI yet at this point in our history.
Yeah, it would be nice when it's immediate.
That was lost in the Colossian War.
Yeah. Damn Colossians. Am I right, Ambassador?
Me. Correct.
Would a mock user be good
What do
in
you
this
mean?
case?
What do you mean by a mock user?
A mock user, so it doesn't have to authenticate for the tests.
Oh, I think it's already.
On screen.
I believe it's already made it past the login. I think while I had 61 members, I really believe the seed data, which is located over here, probably does not have 61 members. I tried to give it a heads up on that.
Yeah.
It didn't take my clue. So let's see where the seed data is. One moment. Oh, that's test data. Let me try to find the seed data for you. If it weren't busy, I could ask it where it was. I could interrupt it, but I think I can find the seed data.
You could also, Captain, open another instance of the droid, another
Okay.
terminal, and ask it.
Let me do that then. I think I'll ask. I think
Ooh, a new droid. Has
A new
entered the
droid.
chat.
I'd like to use this droid. It's very good at scanning. Where is my seed data?
Gemini is one of the droids from one of the largest old Earth corporations there is. Highly controversial, but a damn good droid, to my understanding.
Me. I know his brother.
Yeah.
They are powerful if they're connected to you. So let's see. It's answering my questions. It is deciding. It's asking me for permission to run things.
Ooh, scroll up. It says orphaned matches.
It says what?
Orphaned matches at the very bottom. It says 0. Unmatched members 0.
I think that's the case, but it is indicating that
101.
Yeah, 101. So it's actually generated by this. I guess I could look at it, but it thinks there's 101 members, so I think we're good. Let's flip back over, see what's happening. See if we can get through this. Come down here. Still stuck. Starting to glitch. There we go.
What's it stuck on? Let's go full screen so we can see.
Okay.
So the test is scrolled up a little.
Okay, let's
Oh,
see.
I can't count it.
Database
Test
not
is-
initialized. Maybe, Captain, it could be having issues with setting up the test. It's the
Yep. Okay, so fix the expected match count with 5 members. 2 plus 1, 4 total members. So right now it's actually working on the steps itself. So setting up the test as you said. Perfect BD test is handling odd numbers now.
oh well,
So it
It made
fixed
it.
itself.
it warped through.
It worked through its issue.
Okay,
The vortex of self-learning, as the ambassador said, is working.
that's excellent. So I don't really care about the email service being updated.
I say we stop Claude and we get to it.
Okay. Interrupted. So,
Is it?
theoretically interrupted. Okay. So, let's go test it. You ready?
Yes.
All right.
Ambassador?
Me. Affirmative.
Okay. Affirmative. Restarting. It looks like that it still works. Let's get to the admin portal. We've been reduced to exactly the 5-member test. It reduced our test data so that instead of saying given 101 members, it reduced our data to be 5 members, which is great.
Yeah.
You can actually test more with this. We can test the other part of the rule, which is if I do lots of matches, eventually we should run out of matches very quickly.
Now, I did see a potential caveat.
What?
One piece, whenever you reset all matches, I think it deletes the matches database.
So down here, there is, well, it does delete the current matches, but it doesn't delete the history.
Fantastic.
So I have a danger zone tool for deleting the whole thing.
You know, people always ask why build the red button. In this case, we build it for testing.
I hope you're impressed by the red button, Ambassador.
Me. Impressed.
Excellent. So let's leave the history for a moment and let's give it a shot. How about that?
Let's do it.
So there's 5 matched at the moment. So there should be no one unmatched. I'm going to reset. Now our history could be so full that it might not match. If so, I'll use the red button. Okay. So trying to match. Let's see what we get.
Commence matching.
Okay.
4 matches.
All right. I would recommend that we download this data and see what we've got.
Now we're going to hit an issue.
Okay. So I believe it's this one. Is this the latest one?
Yep. Top one.
Okay. All right.
Let's see if it fixed it.
So how would this work? Test member 2 is with 3. 1 is with 5.
Oh, look. 4 is with 2 and 4 is with 3.
There we go. We have our trio,
Just jammed it in the same.
and they didn't have to add a third column, but we just have more rows. Repeated.
Yeah. Now for like good data governance, you'd probably want a third row.
Excellent. Well, I suggest we conclude this meeting with the ambassador. I think we have proven the warp engine works and the product is in good shape.
Me.
Ambassador.
She is delighted.
It's so nice to have met y'all and for you to have traveled all this way. I appreciate you seeing this.
Me. Much obliged.
Okay.
So I think
Well,
it's time
I think we're rocket ship sign off.
rocket ship sign off.
Until next time.